Oh, 100 years ago, in fact, just as Mercedes Gleitz was making a name for herself, Sir Ernest Shackleton was embarking on what turned out to be his last Antarctic expedition. His venture on board the Quest was funded by a businessman from East Sussex, and 2 lucky scouts were selected to accompany him on board. Well, now 10 scouts and scout leaders from Kent have just recreated Shackleton's adventure, as Lucinda Adam reports.
It was the final episode in the heroic age of Antarctic expedition. And alongside Sir Ernest Shackleton, 2 young scouts aboard the Quest. They became some of the first explorers to venture to some of Antarctica's unvisited lands and help lay the foundations of Antarctic science. 100 years on, scouts from Kent have recreated that journey to the coldest place on Earth. And they've been just as awestruck as their predecessors must have been.
It's been the most amazing 10 days of my life, probably the best 10 days of my life. We have had such an exceptional experience that I think it's going to be incredibly hard to describe to people when we get home. We've taken so many photos and videos.
It's taken years of planning and £140,000 of fundraising, as well as support from a modern-day adventure-hungry scout.
You're truly following in the footsteps of many legends, including the great Sir Ernest Shackleton.
And another Kent pioneer, the first woman to ski alone across Antarctica.
Delighted to be a supporting patron of this Kent Scouts expedition. Here's to chasing winter all the way to Antarctica.
The expedition was the lifelong dream of Scout leader Alan Noak from Sandwich. He's coming home with even more respect for his heroes of the past.
We've had some pretty smart, modern day equipment to do this, and still found it hard. How they did it 100 years ago with the equipment they had then, and the clothing that they had then, I mean, you just got to admire their guts.
Their adventure saw them sail across the Drake Passage, one of the roughest stretches of water in the world.
We got to helm the boat. We got to sort of climb the rigging, adjust the sails. We were working with ropes. The permanent crew were training us up into how to sail a tall ship.
With climate change data collected, their work now begins to analyse and share their findings to create their own legacy. But first, they took time to celebrate their remarkable achievement. Lucinda Adam, BBC South East Today.